Galiryn is a rare display of artistic creativity that brings both simplicity and oddity. Its complex design dividing the minds of even the most critical communities. Some think of it as the blossoming beauty of spring, while others see it as the harshness of the rain. Who is necessarily right? No one is, and that's beautiful.
The first thing that I want to talk about are the colors. They're amazing. I love the fact that the concept have only a few dominant colors, and it's not a mess like I see in other concepts. The patterns are not complicated in any way, they do a perfect job. The anatomy is really good and realistic. It really looks like a griffin. It's stable and you can see that it can walk, run, and fly easily. The wings are incredible, but I will change something about them, just adding patterns on the internal part of the wings. But that's only a tiny thing that it's not important at all. By the way, I really like this concept, and I would like to see more about it.
Me say I was so excited to see what they would add this week. This appointment. When I saw this cat, please, I thought it was a manticore. And I was like, oh, a manticore, let's see. And then I saw him have a freaking gator tail, raptor claws. What am I looking at here? Stoic, the vast hair on his neck. He generally looks like if I submitted a little OC into the Budsy program and they created it in a game. I'm scared. I don't even know what it's supposed to do. Like, is it a semi? Can it swim with this gator tail, or is this aesthetically pleasing? Not to mention the weird white gray like neck fluff. What is this supposed to do or be? I don't like this creature generally.
The only thing about this creature that I like is its simple design, as it's not a tier 4 creature. Other than that, I do think that this creature is AOC based, and also on top of that, it is another big generic cat, which why do we need so many of them? We could have potentially get like a giant sloth, a boar, a rhino, a monkey, a coyote, a wolf, anything else. Heck, if you guys even wanted to have a cat, then why not just have a tier 3 lynx? That would be much more better than just based around another giant big cat.
The good thing about Galiryn is that its animations are extremely well done. They're all so expressive and packed with detail, some of my favorite animations yet. However, its design is just very basic. It looks like someone's Griffin Destiny OC ripped out of the game and put it into COS. On top of that, it's just kind of a generic manticore, no special design features added on. It's just yet another medium-sized flyer with the same dragon body shape, if you know what I mean. Some examples are Ares, Urzukt, Noctilude, etc. Its stats aren't that great either. Galiryn doesn't do anything unique or anything really that well. You could just use Felicio or Glovagus instead of it for PvP. In short, it's kind of just a boring, generic, samey creature with okay stats whose only selling point are the outstanding animations.
I think the Galiryn, if that's how you say it, actually looks quite nice. Like I like how it's a lion, and I like the wings as well. It just looks unique and stuff. But the problem is, I think there's loads of cat species, but I have noticed there's not many dog species. Like there's that one dog species that I can remember quite well. It's kind of like a chihuahua or something, and it's really tiny. But I think, with the loads of cat-like species, there should be some more dog species as well, because that would be quite interesting to have more dog-like creatures. And I think that would be quite cool. But I like the design of these griffin lion thing, and I like the chin, like the beard thing that's on it. I think it's quite nice, and I do like the colours as well. But yeah, it'd be cool to see more dogs creatures instead of just cat creatures.
The freaking new creature looks like a fucking Griffin's Destiny OC made by a 13-year-old. The fucking concept is so plain, it's so lacking, it's so boring that it just makes it look like a OC. It has like, I don't know, it just looks like really boring and undeserving to even be in game. Like there's nothing special about it. There is like put no effort in it.
Hi, mate. So, about this new creature, the Galiryn, I think. Um, I don't like it, and it's because it looks like an OC. Yeah, it looks like a furry OC that someone did in Griffin's Destiny, and they are now putting into Sonaria, and it does not fit into Sonaria at all. It's like I don't know what they're doing right now. I mean, it looks nice. It looks pretty in my artistic opinion, but it's not just. I mean, it's not for Sonaria. It's not for this game, and I'm really pissed off because in the animations, this creature is blinking and moving his eyes, and there's like 4 creatures in game right now that move their eyes and blink. It's like, is the, is this some kind of joke? The animator is just putting too much effort in a creature that is not worth it at all. I don't like it, man.
The creature, this Galiryn, is just the example of how not to do a creature. It is bland in everything but its face. I feel like they were trying to do the same as Urzik. Just a quadrupedal, feline featured thing with wings. I don't know, they just all feel like Aries. And again, the feline, like this animal head with horns and these strange braided hairs. It just all feels lazy and bland. The color palette though is quite nice. I like the color palette. It's rather unique. I've only seen this choice of colors in Slayernock, which is honestly the most forgotten creature, in my opinion. But yeah, I not particularly hate this creature, but I do not see it being my favorite. It's just too similar to Urzik, Ares, and all of those clones in design. It just blend to me. The animations are fine, but the floppiness of the wings just feels unnatural, like they're just, I don't know, a cape or something. Not really like a wings with structure and bones. But overall, it's an alright creature, a decent one, but not the best one, not like Murlark.
The Galiryn is quite of an odd specimen, if I have to do say so myself. It has features of a bear, I think, a puma, a raptor, and a gator. Its design is quite. It's quite. I don't know. It just reminds me of like something you would find in Griffin's Destiny, like more like a Griffin's Day game. I'm not a fan of the little accessories on the hairs. Like I don't know how that would be making sense on a creature that's supposed to be free on wild. The It's like a bunch of animals just piled up together like a garbage wasteland of ideas. And especially for being this for the replacement of well, not the full replacement, but for like the daily login of the Felicio, it's quite of I don't know, it's just the words that I can't describe how nasty this is, in my opinion, in terms of for creatures of Sonaria. It reminds me a lot of, for some reason, the Slurnock, another creature we had created by Scudo 4. Though it's the same thing with Noxalumin. Noxalumin was also just a bunch of pile of ideas that I don't understand why. How do they mix? And this is no short of it. It's really bad. I'm sorry to see the community having to like. Maybe some people will like it, maybe some people won't. But if I have to rate it, I'll have to rate it a 4 out of 10. I'm really not a big fan of it. Animations are really good as of right now, but for being a creature that's bad, it's plain out horrible.
In my opinion, I really think the creature is like great. Like it's not the best thing in the world, but I think it's great. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Many will call it like a furry oak. But like you see it, you can find that it has little horns. It has like some scaly features. It has a crocodile tail. It actually has a velociraptor-like sickle in its back legs, and the fact that its wings are actually another type of leg arm combined like with the wings of an actual bird, being like a chimera of multiple creatures. Plus, its palette is pretty nice, and the fact that it's simple and like something like so revolutionary and so like overwhelming with details is actually pretty good. Like it gives you a little change of pace compared like other creatures like Mirrorlark, who has been like really good design and have a lot of detail. So I don't know, that's like just my opinion.
All right, I'm going to talk about the just honest. Whoa, I almost just dropped my phone. But all the cat creatures, in my opinion, I hate all the cat creatures. Okay, I don't want to be negative. I don't really want to be mean because I really like the design of the new creature, but I don't think it's fit for Sonaria. If you know what I'm saying, I feel like it should be more based towards like a fantasy RPG game, not like Sonaria, because it looks more like the main character's like pet or something, magical pet. And I love that idea, but I don't think it's fit for creatures of Sonaria. And I honestly think they're trying to feed off the cat hype with Meowlark or Meowlark, however the hell you say it. But I already really like Meowlark. I like how it's a shark cat. I like both animals, and I like how they combined them. But I think instead of adding more cat creatures and more creatures that look, you know, like actual animals, I think they should work towards making more redesigns of older creatures, such as, in my opinion, X3, which I'm pretty sure is getting a redesign, Amphins, Brukek, creatures that actually need redesigns and not just adding a new creature every week to feed off the hype of last week's. Because it, for one, the game has a ton of bugs, and yeah, honestly, I just think they're feeding off the cat hype from Meowlark's release. I think it's a decent design. It kind of just it doesn't feel fit for Sonaria, you know.